Back home, public health advice around student illness is about to change as part of the government's crackdown on truancy.
Associate Education Minister David Seymour says the number of students missing school because of sickness has doubled since the pandemic began.
He says sometimes you've got to make a call between health and education, and a sniffle or a cold might not be sufficient for a day off anymore. Leighton Hakel reports.
If you're sick, stay home. That's always been the message, especially for school students.
It's common sense. If a child is sick, they need to stay home.
But the Associate Education Minister says it's gotten out of hand.
In the last few years, you've seen the proportion of kids held back citing illness roughly double, and it tends to often be a sniffle or a cold.
So, in his crusade against truancy, he says the public health advice for schools is going to change.
Yes, of course health's important, of course you've got to be responsible, but you don't keep people home under all circumstances. Sometimes you've got to make a call between health and education.
It's pretty unrealistic considering the amount of viruses and bugs that go around schools.
The advice on the Ministry of Education's website tells schools to encourage all staff and students who are feeling ill to not attend school.
I find it really interesting that David Seymour is looking to be the person that determines what criteria should be used for kids to not be at school because of sickness. And actually, I'm a little bit worried because it could be quite dangerous given all of the factors that need to be taken into consideration.
Parents say they should decide.
I think me as her parent should have the final say on that.
They know their kids, so if they keep them home, majority of parents keep them home for a reason.
We've had several years of stay home, save lives, and almost everything comes after health. I think we need to start rebalancing that.
That rebalance, whatever it may look like, will form part of the government's attendance action plan launched by the end of June. Leighton Hakel, Newshub.